Okay, I know that my third graders are ready when the only thing on your desk is your math board, your marker, and an eraser. What are your three things?
Marker, eraser.
Go ahead and groove your markers so that they're not in your way. We're not playing with them, we're just ready to learn. Today, we are going to be counting by twos. What are we going to do? It's going to help us so that we can multiply by 2, and we will also learn to divide by groups of 2. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we are going to circle our groups of 2. So you may grab your markers.
Grab your markers, grab your markers, grab your markers.
And on your math board, just like we did with our 5s on our very first day, you are going to, let me get my board showing yours. You are going to start by circling groups of 2. So there's one group of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2. And let's see if we can have our groups of 2 circled all the way up to 20 in 30 seconds starting now. And you stop at 20.
It's like a big orange cake.
I'll know when you're ready when you put your hand on your head. That shows me that we're ready to move on. For that 30-second goal, you have about 5 more seconds. To get our brains in gear starting to think, friends, who can tell me some things that we know that come in groups of 2s, like eyeballs? Whenever we're talking about eyeballs, they're in groups of 2s. What are some other examples of things that come in groups of 2s? Eli.
Snack rolls.
Say that again.
Snack rolls.
Snack rolls?
No, nostrils.
Nostrils! Yes, nostrils come in groups of 2. Maddie. Shoes. Pairs of shoes come in groups of 2. Keegan.
Ears.
Ears always are in groups of 2. River.
Arms and legs.
Your arms are groups of 2. Your legs are groups of 2. Thank goodness we don't have extra legs and arms, right? Braylon. Say that again. Your feet. Very good. Whenever you hear about pairs of things, they come in groups of 2s, right? Another example.
Earrings.
Earrings.
Eyes.
And our very last one.
Elbows.
Elbows. Very good. So those are things, if you hear those things in problems and they want to know about groups of them, we're probably going to be dealing with 2s. So now that we have groups of 2 in front of us, we're looking at our math boards again. We're going to go ahead and write our totals next to them. So one group of 2 is equal to 2. And friends, keep these nice and straight so we can write equations out from them this time, okay? 2 groups of 2 is 4. And go ahead and keep counting by your 2s up, which feels a little backwards, doesn't it? That top number in the boxes actually shows you the total. If you get off in your count bys, that can help you out.
It's 10 groups of 2.
So one group of 2 is 2. 2 groups of 2 is
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 4.
3 groups of 2 is
6.
4 groups of 2 is
8.
okay, now I'm ready for the rest of you because that was only a few friends. Let's hear it.
6, 8,
5 groups of 2 is
10.
6 groups of 2 is
12.
7 groups of 2 is
14.
8 groups of 2 is
16.
9 groups of 2 is
18.
and 10 groups of 2 is
20.
now here's the good news. Since you guys know those so well, we also know how to write our groups of things as multiplication equations. So I'm not going to make you write all of them this time, but I'm going to pick a few. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, that was weak. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
How would you write 6 groups of 2? Do I have a mathematician who can tell me? How would we write 6 groups of 2 as a multiplication equation? Brielle.
So you would draw 6 circles.
You're getting ready to do my equal groups drawing, but how would I just write the equation? 6 groups of 2.
6 times 2.
6 times 2. Go ahead and write that, friends. 6 times 2, or 6 groups of 2. And we're going to review all of the ways that we can find the answer to this. Okay? Give you a couple seconds to get your 6 times 2. The first strategy that we are going to review is repeated addition. What is it?
Repeated addition.
Who can tell me how I would show 6 groups of 2 in repeated addition? I'd have to do 2 a lot of times, right? Keegan, what would I do?
You could just write 6 plus 6.
Well, I could do that, but this says it's 6 groups of 2. So which one am I adding?
2.
My 2. So go ahead and tell me how many times?
6 times.
6 times. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I can add in my plus signs. So I can do 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's one way. We're speedier, right? Who remembers another way that I can solve for 6 times 2? Since we know our 2's instead of repeated additions, what's another strategy we can use? What's another strategy we can use? Savannah.
You could draw like 6 circles and put 2 dots in.
Oh, absolutely. We could totally do our equal groups drawing. I'm not going to do that here because I'm just worried about my numbers right now, but that is a good strategy. River? I could also do an array. Other than my drawings, what's another way I could do it? What's another way I could solve my 2's count bys? Braylon.
Count by 2 6 times.
Count by 2 6 times. Can we do that on our fingers?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Are you ready? Whoa, my marker's rolling away from me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And since I've done 6 count bys, I'm done. What was my total? 12. Go ahead and put 12 after our repeated addition. 6 times 2 equals 12. I'm going to pause and let all of you practice one on your own. The equation I would like you to practice is 3 times 2. Please show your repeated additions and then use a strategy to find the product. Teach.
Okay.
Okay, so quick check. When you did 3 times 2, first we're going to start with our repeated additions. Who can tell me what we were adding by? If it's 3 groups of 2, Miss Addison. When I had 6 groups of 2, I added 2 6 times. Since this is 3 groups of 2, what am I going to do? I'm going to add 2 3 times. Bingo. 2 plus 2 plus 2. Who has my product for me? Skylar.
6.
6. Bingo. You've officially done 2 problems.